What's up, guys? Welcome to my 2005 Chevy Express 4x4 van build. On the last episode, I had painted my cabinets, and now I'm going to install them to where I want and build around them. What do you think of the paint? I think it turned out good enough for me. Back of this cabinet turned out pretty damn good. I do say so myself. But right now I'm going to put a piece of 1x on this bed board. I don't just want a 2x4 there exposed. So I'm going to kind of finish it off with a nice 1x pine board. I know it's just a 1x, but it's got better grain than just a regular old 2x4. I noticed in my last video that I got these screw holes here, and I had this, and it just didn't look straight. So we're gonna fix that. Well, what do you guys think so far? I got them both mounted. I have to pull the drawer to mount the countertop. But it's in. The heater's remounted, ready to go. Now I have to just figure out what I'm gonna do here, and I believe I'm just gonna run a frame up that matches that to that spot there and make a perfect box, and then start sheeting it, and I'll put my batteries and such behind it, and then my fuse panel and everything under there, and I'll lower the countertop. When I cut that countertop in, it will be notched around that window and come out to about here and then straight down. It's tough to see, and I'm doing a lot of handheld crap work. I hate handheld nastiness, but I'm going to go ahead and build this box. Oh yeah, check this out. Look what I have over here. Swung down to Washougal, Washington today, to high top vans, and I picked up this bad boy. I got a rear bumper from Illuminess, but I bought it through high top vans. It's just on the truck right now. Right here, a box will go on the back of the van, and here's where the spare tire goes. It's a pretty stout aluminum bumper. There's a toolbox in the middle too. I honestly probably wouldn't have bought that, but the new tire size is too big to go underneath the van, so I have to have a spare tire, and I have to mount it on the back of the van. So that's where she's going. It comes up the side there about to that light, and I'm very excited to get that mounted in the next couple days. We'll do a whole video just on that thing. Before I can build that box, I need to make sure I have enough room for both these batteries to sit secure and safe, and I think that's the logical way to put them, for a total of 400 amp hours. Then, as you come in here, and you stand right here, you have access. It's damn near in line with that. It won't be perfect because that's what I got. I think that's how I'm going to mount them. Before I thought about putting them in line, but then you got extra cable, and I think this is just smarter. I can run my cables back and then link them together. Run off of this one so it's short. Yeah, dog. There's this option, but I just don't think it's super smart to have my lithium batteries right next to that heater. I don't know, but I just don't feel like that's a genius thing to do. I would rather have an open space there for stuff, and then if the batteries are back here, the air is sucking in creates a cool space, and then I can run that hose out this direction. This has been a great tool for building the van. If you don't know what it is, it's just for these hole pockets. It's amazing. And we could square all that up here really fast. There's part of my frame there. So I'm going to lower this countertop here. Maybe I can put a TV here or my laptop or whatever, but this will be lowered. And now I'm going to make a battery box to hold both of these batteries. That way they're just in place. And I can build around that. And the box will have these 2x2s around it, so it'll be stout, it'll hold the batteries in, and I can build off of that platform. There's my battery box. Let's see, let's anchor this board to this, and then we'll set the batteries in there. Then we can move the batteries around the way we need them. And you can build off of this box, and I just think it's a smarter way to have them together, you know. But what do I know? Sometimes just a little extra effort goes a long way, and it's nicer to handle. Now watch them both not fit. Yeah, baby. Dude. That's going to be such a better thing to work with than what I had them just laying there by themselves. Check that out. That makes me happy. That's great. I've been messing with this battery box and this area for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I've gotten nowhere since I built the battery box with scenarios. So that means it's time to walk away, and we'll start again tomorrow. The project's going nowhere. Nowhere with that attitude. Good night. Oh, good morning. This is gonna suck. All my work's right there, and I have one hell of a pinched nerve. But we're not gonna let that stop us, because I've found that if you just work, the pinched nerve will work itself out. That's what I've got so far. I know it may seem like it's overkill, but I want the batteries to be secure, and I'm using used wood from my last build. All of that's used, so I didn't have to buy anything, so I'm just trying to save a buck. I got in here and I set up this old shelf from this cabinet and just made it kind of a clean flush look. I'll trim it out, but I'm gonna start wiring, and I am probably not gonna film it. I gotta run these two 12-volt batteries in parallel. That means I hook up the black to the black, the red to the red, and then go to one battery and go off of the black, and I have to go to a shunt and then to a bus bar. And the shunt is my battery monitor. I apologize if you don't understand that, but I'll show you when I get it wired. Now I have both of these batteries in parallel, which is still 12 volt, but it makes it a 400 amp hour system because both batteries are 200 amp hours. I can now build off of this battery to my shunt, to my bus bars, to my circuit breaker, to my inverter. Basically, I'll make everything go to these bus bars. What I worked on first was it came off of my battery cable here. My negative lead, or my negative, I came down to the shunt. From the shunt, I went up to this bus bar. And then from my 40 amp DC to DC charger, which is up there behind the driver's seat, it comes up to the negative bus bar. Now I will start working on my positive, my hot lead. I'm going to go ahead and stop on that right now. It's dark in here, but we are getting closer, and I did not need any more wire. I'll show you that later. I think this was the last big purchase from Home Depot. A 6-foot piece of butcher block for my countertops. I think once I oil this, it's going to really pop the colors and work well in the van. According to this picture, it's going to look really good. We just have to coat it with this mineral oil. I'm going to end the video right here, guys. Check back in on the next one. Thanks for watching.